good morning, and welcome to another edition of Judging by the Cover. Today we are looking at Power Wash Simulator. Yes, that is a thing that we're looking at here. We're going to be looking at the Nintendo Switch store page, and this game is also available on Steam. So I am going to talk a little bit about that and what the differences are with the purchase options that I see here, which does kind of affect how I'm going to score this because this game does have a maybe unhealthy amount of DLC that comes in different sorts of packages and bundles depending on how you decide to purchase it. Anyway, the Power Wash Simulator is it says release the pressure with Power Wash Simulator. Wash away your worries with the soothing sounds of high pressure water. Fire up your power washer and blast away every speck of dirt and grime you can find. You build your own power washing business and unlock new tools, upgrades, and more, all with the simple satisfaction of power washing to a sparkling finish. So basically, it is a business simulator, but I've seen this floating around a little bit here and there where the claim to fame is on the game's vibe, how it's the actual gameplay of you going out and doing the pressure washing. That is honestly a unique spin. And considering that games like Goat Simulator have and Untitled Goose Game have also made the rounds, it's no surprise that something like this would be popular and would have taken off to the point that they released a lot of DLC, both some generic and some licensed DLC for it. So here we have time to clean up the neighborhood, build your business in career mode, and complete a variety of dirty jobs across the dusty town of Muckingham. There's no right or wrong, no time pressure or final score, just you and the tools you need to soak away your stress. You want a clean start? Chill out and replay your favorite jobs in free play. You power wash and chill. Okay, that phrasing right there seems a little risque. Power wash and chill, relax, unwind, and play with friends in online co-op. You lend a helping hand to your closest pal in career mode, or up to 6 friends can splash around in free play, tackling any job the host has already completed. So you keep it clean. For those looking for a little more pressure, beat your best scores in challenge mode. Fight grime in different wait a minute. There's no right or wrong, no test, no time pressure or final score, but you can go to beat your score in challenge mode. Okay, you know what? I guess that's for other types of players that do want to be scored. You fight grime in different scenarios, wash against the clock in time challenge, or again, it specifically said you're not under time pressure. Or test your accuracy by using as little water as possible in water challenge. Good, clean fun. Graffiti, grime, moss, and mold. No dirt is too tough for your range of washers, nozzles, cleaners, and extensions. Different dirt types have different levels of toughness, so make sure you're getting tactical with your equipment. Feeling fancy? Then customize your look with washer skins and gloves. This is made by EA, right? That makes a lot of sense that, skins and aesthetic would be a part of the game. Relaxation, satisfaction guaranteed. From casual clean freaks to players looking to get into the nitty gritty, everyone can pick up and play to feel immersed. Absorb the relaxing atmosphere and stress free space as you strip dirt from patios, pavements, vehicles, and public parks. Stress gets to us all, so sit back, relax, and wash your worries down the drain. And with the world as your canvas, you can create art by cleaning the way you want. Your nozzles are your brushes, the neighborhood is your canvas. Unleash your creative talents and transform ordinary dirt into exceptional artwork. It did showcase some of that in the trailer where somebody was doodling in there. Share your techniques and showcase your power washing prowess and mud caked masterpieces. Now, with that one in particular, I feel like the computer release would probably be more intuitive for that with a mouse, like using a mouse to control and aim as opposed to, controllers, but that is what it is. The fact that it does have a multiplayer option is actually pretty neat. I do appreciate that. And with that, we're going to go ahead and skip over these because we're not going to spend too much time looking at the DLC trailers. But we do see, I'm guessing, an introductory stage is power washing your own work van. Probably a great way to have a tutorial stage. We do see a playground just absolutely covered in I don't know how a playground even gets that much mud on it. Like, where did all of that come from? But yeah, I guess the level is wash it all clean. A skate park, okay, a skate park might make a little more sense, but this seems like some squids showed up and had a splat battle, and now it's your job to clean it up. That's what this looks like. Except instead of splat, instead of the paint, they were actually using squid ink. We have a train out in the desert. It's kind of interesting. Like, I'm wondering where your water is coming from on that one. We have the inside of a subway. We have historical landmarks for stages. But yeah, that's just showing us a whole showcase of the stages. Now, a real quick look here before I give a final score here. We're looking at so the base game $25. It is the same on Steam, although the Steam edition seems to come with the pile of free DLC that the game has available. With that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the DLC. There are 16, count them, 16 DLCs here, and all of them are also available on Steam. 10 of them are free and 6 of them are paid. For it looks like you would have to go in and actually download for the Nintendo Switch, download each of them individually. On the Steam one, it looks like buying the base game automatically comes bundled with those 10 free DLCs, which include Midgar from Final Fantasy VII, which makes sense that would be one of the free DLCs since Final Fantasy or wait, no, Final Fantasy is Square Enix. So maybe they had some kind of license agreement with Square Enix for that one. Tomb Raider is in there. Santa's Workshop, that's a much more generic build, so makes sense that one would be free. Summer 24, Washerversary, so that's another free one. Uh, Another Washerversary, the Muckington Files, so one of the town situations. Halloween special, so a lot of seasonal ice rink, Power Wash Simulator, Muckingham Files 5. So there's a few Muckingham ones that are free DLC. So there's holidays and anniversary stuff that was made for free DLC for this, and then a couple of licensed ones that seem to be themed on Final Fantasy VII and Tomb Raider. And then for the paid DLC, we have SpongeBob SquarePants, Back to the Future, Warhammer 40K, Alice in Wonderland, which I feel like Alice in Wonderland could have maybe been a free one unless they specifically go with a certain rendition of Alice in Wonderland if it did come from licensed material. Shrek and Wallace and Gromit. So it makes sense, like those ones would be branded. Now, there are 6 of those, each at $8, meaning $48 for all of them individually, or you get a bundle of all of them for $40, $39.99. Basically, with the bundle, you're getting one of them free. Now, that brings the grand total of this game to $65 if you were to buy this with all of its DLC so that you could get all of its content available. I did look on Steam to see the contrast, and quite frankly, Steam does seem like the better deal. We do have, like I said, you go and get the Power Wash Simulator, and it comes with several of the free DLCs already loaded. And the rest of them, you can get a bundle to get all DLC added to the cart. And it looks like that, if you get the entire bundle, the ultimate satisfaction is what they call it. It's 58.33. So that's with a bundled discount. Now that is to say that the price is similar. So with that, you can go ahead and get whichever platform you would like. But for me personally, I do not see myself going and spending 65 or even, the $58 for either release of this to get all the DLC. I could see myself maybe spending maybe that $25 and getting the free DLC for it, but I would still want to get the full experience of the game. I would still want to get that extra DLC stuff so that I could experience everything it had to offer, especially if I was going to play with friends so that I could, have that banter, have that camaraderie, just that community aspect to the game, which makes sense why this would be a popular game for streaming. You could have people come in from your stream, join you in the power wash levels just to kind of chill, have fun, have people come in and out for that. The game does seem to offer quite a bit of just not only a bit of a campaign, but enough vibes where I feel like $25 is a justifiable price. But with the DLC pushing that price tag to, that, like I said, that $65 price point, that to me feels unjustifiable as a consumer for something that I would really only want to play with friends. Uh, if it went on a massive sale, I could see myself jumping on that. But because of the DLC pricing the game so much higher than its base 25 value, I'm going to have to rate this a 6, which I know some people look at game scores and they'll be like, oh, if it's anything below a 7 or a 7.5, it's garbage. I'm not rating a 6 as to say it's garbage. I think the game looks extremely serviceable. It looks good. The visual design with the 3D graphics are not incredibly uh shall we say, they don't overdo it with the graphics. They let the simplicity of the graphics speak for itself. But I have to say that it's the price that most off puts it for me for a game that I would really only want to play with my friends, with other people, with some other people online, just for the sake of having that sense of community and being able to, have that fun with people. Because really, a part of gaming is enjoying it with people. Maybe if I get a really good price point on it, getting to play it with friends would be something that I could see myself going for, but the $25 price tag might need to come down a little bit, and the DLC price tag definitely needs to come down, at least in my book. For anybody else that has been out there and has played it, enjoyed it, by all means, let me know what you thought of how the game actually functioned. The trailers do look incredibly comprehensive in how they go. They do showcase the some of the DLC levels in the trailers, which, quite honestly, I know they're just trying to sell them at that point because the extra trailers on the main store page here or there, but no matter what edition it is, I still feel like it's maybe a 6 out of 10. I would definitely need it to go on sale, and I would need to know that I have some people on board to play with as we go in and just have a ball with it.